What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports, and you're watching our ACC football channel. Louisville surprised a lot of people last year, and the FBI took notice of that. And we're going to show you what the FBI thinks about Louisville heading into this 2020 college football season as we break down their FBI rankings. We'll show you where they stand in the top 25, and yes, they are in the top 25, and what their odds are to win the division, win the conference, and maybe even make the college football playoff. So here is where they stand. They're number 20 in the FPI rankings, number 20, and they have a 12.9 FPI, which means on a neutral field against an average opponent, Louisville would be favored by 12.9 points, so almost 2 touchdowns. Pretty solid number there. And again, they are in the top 25 ranked, actually in the top 20 at number 20. So the FBI definitely thinks Louisville has a chance to be pretty good this year. The biggest problem for Louisville might be the fact that they're in the same division as Clemson. Clemson number 1 in these FBI rankings. Their projected record is 8.4 and 3.7, so about 8-4, maybe 9-3. Somewhere in there is what the FBI thinks about Louisville. The schedule is not horrible. We'll show you that in just a second. I think that's definitely doable. 8 or 9 wins definitely doable for Louisville this year. But we're not really giving our opinion in this video. Simply going to show you what the FBI thinks about this team. They only have a 0.1% chance of going undefeated. And that would also include winning the ACC championship. So they're talking about 13 games there. And again, the problem is going to be Clemson, because the FBI has Clemson at number 1, overwhelming favorites in the ACC, and they're actually pretty big favorites to win it all this year as well. So the FBI really likes Clemson. Without them in the division, who knows? Maybe Louisville would have a better shot, but obviously they would have a better shot. To get to 6 wins, though, they're at 98%, so they're pretty much guaranteed to make it to a bowl game. Remember, a couple of years ago, they didn't even make it to a bowl game. Kind of turned things around last year, so the FBI expects that trend to continue, expects this team to continue to improve and not go back towards where they were in 2018. Okay, how about winning that division with Clemson in it? Just a 3.3% chance that Louisville wins the ACC Atlantic Division. Not a big number there, but when you consider the fact that Clemson's in that division, it's not. I mean, it's not that small. I mean, they have a little bit of a chance. Clemson, again, the big favorites. Clemson's at 93.4%. So I mean, there's not a lot of percentage left there. Win the conference, they only have a 2% chance of doing that, but Clemson has an 87.5% chance of winning the ACC. So again, not many percentage points left. So to grab 2 of those is not horrible, and it means if somehow they could shock Clemson and Clemson doesn't quite live up to expectations, maybe there's a path for Louisville. But again, it's going to depend on that Clemson team, and it's going to be tough to beat them. And I don't really see them falling off. But making the college football playoff, they do have a 0.6% chance of doing that. Not a very high percentage, but I think most Louisville fans would be pretty happy with that, honestly. I mean, that's giving you a shot. I mean, there are only so many teams that have any percentage. The majority of the teams in college football have a 0% chance of making the college football playoff, according to the FBI. So 0.6, again, not much, but it's something. And making the national championship, they have a 0.1% chance of doing that. So if they did somehow make the college football playoff, not much of a chance that they make the national championship game. There might be a path for them if they go 11-1 and lose a close game to Clemson. Maybe there's a path for them, but I don't know. The ACC would really have to do a lot better this year. And then winning a national championship this year, well, don't get your hopes up, Louisville fans. You have a 0% chance of winning the national championship this year, according to the FBI. So no shot for this team to win it all. But again, some numbers that, I mean, none of these numbers are great, but considering the fact that Clemson has taken that huge portion of those percentage points up, it's not bad. Not bad at all, really, when you think about it. So here is the schedule and what they think about each individual game. They have an 89% chance against NC State week 1, Thursday night. It's going to be a big game. Only a 6.1% chance against Clemson on the road. That, again, is the kicker. That's what's going to keep Louisville away from a division championship, according to the FBI. You've also got Notre Dame. They'll be underdogs in that game, just 34.6%. But look, they're favored in the rest of their games, including against Kentucky. Kentucky's really kind of owned them the last couple of years. But Louisville, 70.8% 70.8% chance that they win that game. Virginia Tech's going to be a close one, 57%. Florida State, 68%. But most of these games, they are pretty big favorites. I mean, we're talking in the 80 or 90, in 80 or 90s here. So Boston College, and didn't notice that one on the road, 70%. But just personally, I think that Louisville is going to be much better than Boston College this year. Interesting that Boston College is at 70 and Syracuse is at 84. I would kind of put those two teams in the same category. But anyways, if they win all the games they're favored in, Louisville will go 10-2 this year. They're projected to go about 8-4, 9-3. What do you all think about Louisville, and do you agree with what the FBI says? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned for more here on the SG1 Sports YouTube channel.